If you're a student athlete watching this right now, stop scrolling. Because the harsh truth is that most players like you will never reach their potential. They'll drift through school, skip sessions, scroll on their phones, and tell themselves, "I'll train tomorrow." But tomorrow rarely comes. And the sad part, it's not because they don't have talent. It's because they weren't willing to face the brutal reality. You can't be average in school and average in football and expect to become elite. Not at the same time, not in your teenage years. Those years are everything. They define your future. So if you actually want to stop wasting time, if you want to stop being the guy who could have been something, you need to listen closely. This video will change how you think about football, school, and your life. If you're willing to handle the truth, here's the first truth most young footballers don't want to hear. Talent is useless without discipline. Passion is useless without consistency. And hours on the pitch mean nothing if your mind isn't sharp, your body isn't fueled, and your schedule isn't mastered. Let me break it down. Think of your week. Classes, homework, maybe some time with friends, scrolling on your phone, and then a couple of football sessions. That's what most student athletes call training. Meanwhile, the kids who actually make it, they've mastered the art of squeezing every second for improvement. They train before school. They focus in class. They recover properly. And every choice they make is about becoming better. You think Messi spent hours playing video games or scrolling on TikTok during his teens? Neymar, Ronaldo, Zidane, they treated football like it was life itself, because it was. And if you want to reach the level of the elite, you have to adopt the same mindset. The brutal truth, you have exactly the same 24 hours as every other kid. What separates the good from the great isn't luck, it's how they use it. You have school, you have training, you have homework. And yes, sometimes you have friends and distractions. But here's the thing. If football is your dream, you have to organize your day like a soldier. Map out your week. School, meals, training, homework, recovery. Every hour counts. Stop scrolling. Phone in another room during study and training sessions. Turn travel time into mental training. Visualize your first touch. Imagine beating defenders. See the perfect pass before you make it. This isn't about punishing yourself. It's about building unfair advantages. Every extra hour of focus, every disciplined choice, every controlled moment compounds over weeks, months, years. Here's a truth most players miss. School is part of your development. It's not just math or history. It's learning to focus under pressure, manage your time, process information fast, skills that transfer directly to football. Every exam you face, every deadline you meet, trains your brain to handle stress, think clearly, and make split-second decisions on the pitch. The problem is most student athletes see school as an obstacle. They complain, "I can't train because I have homework." Wrong. You can't train properly because you aren't disciplined enough. The elite don't see school as a limit. They see it as fuel. Here's where most players fail. They show up for training, half-focused, thinking being there is enough. But football isn't about showing up. It's about how you train while you're there. Intentional touch. Every dribble, pass, and shot should be done with purpose. Don't just kick the ball, master it. Small-sided games. If you want to think faster, react faster. And control under pressure, you need chaos. 3 versus 3, 5 versus 5, tight spaces. Every mistake teaches you something if you pay attention. Repetition under pressure. Do not shy away from intensity. Train like defenders are always on you, because in real matches, they will be. Remember Hazard, Messi, or Mbappe? They didn't become untouchable by playing easy games. They became untouchable by training in the moments no one else wanted to train in. This is where most student athletes crumble. You want to improve, but not too much. You want to play football, but still have time for everything else. That won't get you anywhere. You need sacrifice. You need discomfort. You need to be willing to miss a party, skip late-night scrolling, and push yourself while others are lazy. Because the greats didn't wait for motivation. They created it through discipline. Here's a secret. Nobody remembers the players who were average in school and football. They remember the ones who suffered in silence, trained when no one watched, and gave everything to the game. Discipline doesn't end with training. Recovery is just as brutal, but necessary. Sleep, nutrition, mental rest, all of it matters. Sleep 8 to 9 hours, no exceptions. Eat real, nutrient-dense foods to fuel growth and performance. Mental reset. Reflect on your mistakes, journal, or watch film to improve your football IQ. If you skip these, all your hours on the pitch are wasted. Here's the final truth. Being a student athlete is your superpower, or your trap. You can waste these years and wonder why you never reached your potential. Or you can embrace the discomfort, master your schedule, dominate your training, and build a foundation that separates you from everyone else. Most will click off this video and go back to scrolling, excuses, and mediocrity. You stayed. You listened. That already tells me you're not like the rest. So here's my challenge. Plan your week like a champion. Train every touch with purpose. Sacrifice comfort for growth. Respect school as part of your mental and physical development. Do this consistently, and in a year, you won't recognize the player you've become. You'll be faster, stronger, smarter, a student athlete who doesn't just dream but dominates. Because talent is nothing. Discipline is everything.